Good evening. Welcome to RC Conference Live. Hopefully everybody's having a good weekend, good Saturday. I am having a great Saturday personally. Started my vacation, which is awesome. Bob's RC, what's up? Make sure my phone on silent here. Anybody doing any RCing this weekend? I will be posting the link to if you want to jump in on the panel and talk with us, free to do so. So I'm just getting things set up here, and see if this will let me. Trying to do some research here and see. Be honest, I haven't been looking at much RC stuff, so don't know if anything new's happened this week. Work's been a little crazy. So hopefully everybody had a good 4th of July as well. I know I did. Spent some time with my son, which was awesome. Got to see a little fireworks and all was good. Kurt's RC, how's it going? Thompson RC, how's it going? Good evening, everybody. Queenie, how's it going, Queenie? So hopefully everybody's having a good night, good weekend so far. I'm definitely having it's been a nice easy day today. Yeah, 6 o'clock your time already. Yep, 9 o'clock here. It is. So what's everybody been up to? Queenie, did the RCing? So I haven't even touched one of my RCs now, and I'm not sure how long it's been. I keep telling myself I'm going to work on my Traxxas Max so I can take it out and bash, but have not gotten to that yet. Really need to. But I am looking at possibly making a change to my RC fleet. Haven't quite decided what that is, but got a couple ideas. So maybe doing some changes here soon. Curtis Baker RC, how's it going? And I want to work with Gabe on scheduling another trivia night. We haven't done one of those in a while. I know Gabe's been busy, and I'm not sure when he can help out with one, but I would like to do another trivia night. So I think it'd be be fun. Those have always been good in the past. See if Gabe can work on some questions. See if we can get one planned maybe in the next month. Do have a couple items here to potentially give away that was sent in for trivia prizes. So we'll see. Sending Gabe a message right now. We'll see what we can come up with. Thinking about trying to go out and do some, see Kurt's working on his Limitless. Thinking about maybe pulling out the drag cars tomorrow, and if the weather holds out, that is. Had a lot of rain today, but good weather, good enough weather, maybe take out the drag cars tomorrow and, make some passes. Just found out about a race later this year. I guess there's a couple different races going on, but one for a stock DR10 class, bone stock with stock gearing, everything, 2S battery, 30 to 35 rating. So a slow race, but interesting nonetheless. My DR10's pretty much stock except for gearing, which I can put back. And that'd be pretty much it for it. And a battery, different battery than what I'm currently running in it. But that's definitely possible to do. So we'll see. See what we can. I'll have to travel for that race, but it could be fun. Anybody get any new RCs this week or order anything? I've been looking at a boat. Bob's RC, maybe talk about setup and tune on the drag cars. It'd be cool. Okay. Yeah, Curtis, weather definitely does hinder people and conditions. Correct. So, Bob's, I'm definitely not a pro by no means when it comes to the drag cars. I know I have a lot to learn still. But obviously, playing with the two that I have, one of the biggest things I've come to notice is tires. My DR10 is on the stock tires, the Hoosiers, which they need a lot of heat in them. I found they need about 150 degrees temp, and then they work decent. Before I started taking the temps and just sort of timed it, I was getting inconsistent launches, pull to one side type thing. Once I started checking the temperatures and, figuring out that I needed 20-second burnout roughly, and getting the temperatures at 150, I could get steady straight launches. Of course, with a different tire, like the reactions, don't even need a burnout, truthfully. They stick, they hook up so well. And I don't condition my tires like most people do. I've cleaned them one time and that's it. I haven't conditioned them or anything, but every time I take them out, those reactions hook without a burnout. So, gear changes being huge and just making small adjustments to the slipper. And that maybe being the key, small adjustments. So I'll make a pass and see what the time pulls in with the GNSS, maybe make 2 passes back to back, and then make a very minor slipper adjustment. If I feel like, if the tires are taking it, if it's hooking up, maybe I can give it just a little bit more. So, just a small adjustment on the slipper, make a couple more passes. So the tuning when it comes to drag cars, in my opinion, is time consuming. But it's also fun at the same time, just because you got to keep making passes, and which gives you an opportunity to play with the RC. So, there's plenty of other adjustments, shock oil and spacers on the springs, all that kind of stuff. Sway bars. I haven't really gotten into a lot of that yet. So, obviously suspension setup as far as camber and toe and all that. I have tinkered briefly with that, but not a lot. So yeah, there's a lot of different adjustments to be made in an RC drag car. And I'm pretty sure there's thousands of people out there that have more knowledge and better understanding than myself. So I usually refer to BBY Autographics, Brian. He's the one that sort of got me into the RC drag cars, and if I'm having an issue, a lot of times I reach out to him because he's got way more experience than I do with it. But definitely need to get mine back out and run them and tinker some more, because I still want to get the DR10 a little faster. And Bob's, yes. Then you got the ESC setups, trans brake and whatnot. And let me see, I'm trying to remember, you got depending on what remote and or ESC, sometimes you got boost timing and all that stuff, which I'll be honest, I know of it, but I have no experience with it. Yeah, it gets pretty complicated if you spend the money into it, which the guys that are going extremely fast, obviously, most of those guys are spending the money. So, and you can tune on the ESCs for days. Yeah, motor timing definitely does get tricky. And I have absolutely zero experience with RCs and motor timing. I understand tuning in general because I've done tuning on real cars, and not saying they're exactly the same, but just the concept of tuning for power anyway. But of course, in this, you're trying to tune for the most power that the surface / the tires can hold. So yeah, it's I believe one of Brian's cars, BBY, that I drove, my first RC drag car that I drove, I think he had a delay or something in it where you pushed a button at the start, and then when you trigger, hit full throttle, it was reduced power for I don't know, so many milliseconds or something like that, and then it ramped into full power after that, which was interesting. So yeah, there's plenty of options out there to get as tricky as you want to get, or to try to get the most, I guess, out of the cars. But I sort of like the old-fashioned way, I guess. Just tune on the slipper clutch and make sure your tires are good enough, and control the finger. So maybe if I try those others, in my own setup, maybe I would like them. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I like the challenge of going out there and seeing how much slipper I can give it, and keep the front wheels, from going in the air, and keep it from lighting the tires up. So, You got to be careful with gearing too. I've experienced this where you gear too high and then you clog extremely bad off the line, and you might have a fast mile an hour up top, but you lose because, the car you're racing gets 10 feet on you off the hit because you clog so bad. So it's bunch of different limits: motor limits, tire limits, surface limits. The person doing the tuning's limits, that would be me. So yeah, I definitely want to get some yes, and you absolutely, Bob. Gearing, you can burn up a motor, definitely. Got to check motor temps, after every run. That's one of the things I've had to watch out for, because usually when I go out, I'm most of the time by myself. So I'll make back-to-back runs a lot of times. When I say back-to-back runs, I mean within 2 minutes or so of the last run. Make a quick change to the slipper, heat the tires up again, and launch. So you got to be careful with that. Make sure the motor don't get too hot. So I think when you're racing in like competition, which I personally have not done except for fun with friends, but haven't really done a real competition, you make a run and then I don't know how long it is before you make the next run. So still got to watch temperatures. If your motor is getting extremely hot by the end of a run, you potentially got an issue there. So there's definitely a lot of things to look out for. Transmission gearing, even. Watch your transmission gearing, how it affects with the gearing that you're putting in on the motor, your spur and pinion, that all gets affected. So definitely a lot of different factors to take into account. And I used to do drag racing in real cars, and learned a lesson a long time ago, which is don't do too many adjustments at one time. Really, you just want to do one adjustment, test it, see what it does. Might become a point in time where you know enough about your car and your setup that it does something, and hey, I need to do this and this. You can get to that point for sure, but typically speaking, you make one change, test that change. If you change 5 things, do you really know which one of those 5 things made the difference if the car was better or worse, for that matter? So I always preach that when I drag race with people in real cars. Just change one thing. If you're going to adjust tire pressure, go make a run, see what it does. All right, you got traction, raise your launch RPM up a couple hundred RPMs. Does that work? Okay, So, yes, I have watched some the Desert Hobby guys. I've watched some of their videos on a few different things, and they always have pretty good information, in my opinion. So I've definitely, when I first started messing with the RC drag cars, I watched quite a bit of their videos. I know BBY linked me to quite a few of their videos, actually. They had some good information. So, and research, which I think that way with any RC part you're doing, or a hobby part of RC, is research. Yes, big money drag racing, you're right. It's sort of amazing, some of those races that, those big time races, the money that's being put out. I think it's awesome. Don't think it's something I want to do. But I think it's awesome that it happens. that it's out there. So I can be a competitive person, typically speaking, and because of that, I don't want to get involved in that level of RC when it comes to for money, especially RC drag racing, just because I'll get competitive and just like, try to do everything, and it loses its fun at that point. So RC's been my thing to help relieve stress and relax, so to speak, and just enjoy. So I'm trying to keep it from being a big competition for me. I mean, I do compete with crawling, but I'm at the level with it that it's still about fun versus trying to win any big prize or anything. So it's all good, in my opinion. Don't know that I want to take it any higher, though. So, Bob's, you got some RC drag cars? Yeah, you're correct. Money makes it no longer a hobby. You're right. So, again, I think it's cool that those options are out there. It's definitely shined a big light on the RC community as a whole. I mean, obviously, mostly on the drag racing, but a lot of people that are seeing RC for the first time because of drag racing. So, which I think is really, really cool. Of course, it's probably bringing in more competition at the same time, but still, I think more eyes on the RC community is always a good thing. So RC drag cars, I know I've seen videos on 1320 video on YouTube where, they've covered some of the RC drag events, and they usually cover your big real drag racing events, which is great, but they've started following and covering some of the RC drag stuff. So that's pretty cool. Again, it gets more exposure to the RC community, which I do think is good. More people coming to RC, in my opinion, is always a better thing. So, yeah, I've got to start working on my hard body build. It's still sitting in the box. I haven't touched it, but I need to pull it out and start doing some work, build the chassis at least, get that built, and maybe start prepping the body a little bit. We'll see. I'm on vacation for the next week. Got a couple small things planned, but should have some time. So I'm hoping to do a little RC playing and maybe tear open the Traxxas Max and figure out what I broke on it, and maybe start the hard body. Hey, AZ, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Hopefully you're doing okay. So yeah, not doing much here. It's been a chill day for me at home. Perfect day to start perfect way of starting my vacation personally. So Brian Taff, how's it going? So yeah, I've been just today's been a chill day at home. Tomorrow's probably going to be pretty chill also, and then I'll be spending the week with my son. We're going to go to a car museum, I think, on Tuesday. New chemo, different kind of rough, man. I'm sorry, but prayers with you, and stay strong, AZ. I know Chemo can definitely be rough. Curtis Baker. There used to be RC drags in the 80s with the old brushed mod motors. Okay, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So I've been debating on putting my or even just buying a second one, but taking my Traxxas Velon that's in my Jeep build drag car and putting that in my DR10 and seeing where I can get, how fast I can get the DR10 with that motor setup, or just buy another one and put in there and just have two. So Bob's sister is going through treatment for her thyroid and lymph node cancer. Bob's prayers to your sister. So I understand that some of the line of work I do in the medical field, we've dealt with some of that. So I understand. Curtis, I bought a drag car in the late 80s that had 60-mile-an-hour takeoff. It seems pretty fast, especially for the 80s. I mean, I know some of the cars now, the really, really fast guys are getting into, I think, 80 miles an hour or so. But, I mean, stock DR10 don't even do but 30 or 32 or something like that, I think. I don't know. Might be off a little bit on that speed, but not very fast. I know mine geared 46, 47. Let me see. I have it saved here on my phone. Yeah, 47 miles an hour is, I think, the fastest mile an hour I've had on one of my drag cars so far. So, so 60 is, in my opinion, pretty quick. I went on a ghost tour last night in St. Augustine. That was pretty cool. Didn't see any ghosts, but it was cool. Because I love history anyway. So St. Augustine, Florida, there's a lot of history, of course. So it was cool. So what else? What else is going on, peeps? Anybody blow any fingers off for 4th of July? Hopefully not. It's more of a joke. So hopefully everybody kept all their fingers. I personally didn't let off any fireworks, but some neighbors did. Me and my son sat out and watched them. Nobody got hurt. So. So yeah, I need to decide if I want to get another Velon motor for the DR10, or maybe find something else. I'm not sure. But I was just thinking, since I already have a Velon, I could just swap that system from the one drag car to the DR10, take the DR10 electronics, put in the other car, and just see what those differences are between with the chassis. Because both currently my DR10 and my Jeep build car actually run almost identical times. Hey, Sean. Yeah, I'm on my own tonight. So. Swampers RC, it's amazing how many people go on a ghost tour and don't see any ghosts. Right? Some say it's the people's willingness to see things, which may be the truth. I don't know. It was cool for me because there was a lot of history stuff, and I just love history. So old buildings and stuff like that I love. So we went around the part of the fort in St. Augustine, which is of course very old, the oldest masonry fort in the U.S. or maybe in the world. I'm not sure, but definitely the U.S. Which I've toured before in daylight. So, yeah, it was cool. A lot of history, of course, in St. Augustine. So learned about some more history of St. Augustine that I didn't know about. It was a good night. People were taking pictures. Historical stuff is cool, Swampers. And they actually encouraged us to take pictures and to then you go back and look at the pictures and you see, if something showed up in the pictures. I took some, didn't have anything that showed up, but there was a couple people that took pictures that had stuff in it that was questionable, whether or not it was, some kind of fluke versus maybe it was something. So it was interesting. So tour guide, it was pretty cool because they tell you take multiple pictures in a row. So that way, if there is possibly something you see before and after, possibly type thing. So yeah, AZ, take care, get comfortable, rest, take care of yourself. So it'll probably be a short show tonight, to be honest, guys. But I know I hadn't been on in a few weeks. I wanted to get on and show my face and see what was going on with everybody. I know I haven't been posting any videos, which, to be honest, I just haven't. Work's been extremely busy this year and lately, so that's been a big part of it. And honestly, in making videos, my motivation for making videos has just been not there. So I'm just not really concentrating on videos right now, and and just living life, trying to at least, and surviving work. So having a great year work-wise from a performance standpoint for work, but it's been exhausting. So then I end up spending my free time relaxing, of course, spending time with my son when I have him, and just trying to relax. So in the last maybe 2 weeks, I've been just trying to survive to get to my vacation. I've been needing this time off for a little while, so my recharge and get back into a better place and get back to work and continue going. But I'm looking right now on Facebook a little bit, looking to see what kind of events might be coming up. So I know about this one RC drag event, but I haven't been keeping up to see what other kind of events are going on that might be something I could maybe possibly try to make it out to. I mean, I already missed the two two big ones that I wanted to try to go to, which was Beat the Creek and Badlands. So see what I can do next year. I want to go to Stone Mountain this year, though. I went there last year. I was going to try to go up there this year for maybe a long weekend and hit Stone Mountain again. Maybe meet up with the Kibblers and Fern Solo while I'm there. We'll see. See if I can do a into summer trip. We'll say I'm missing the backyard course that I used to have. I wish I could build another course where I'm currently at. Just unfortunately can't. So we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. I want to definitely have another course one day. Makes it easy to, even if it's for just a few minutes, to go out and just play and relax. We'll see. So anybody got anything new? New RCs? Anything? Or thinking about a new RC? I'm definitely thinking. I want a boat, another boat. I have one. I want another boat. I know I want a Sonic Wake is what I really want, but considering maybe something else even. But for the money, I feel like the Sonic Wake's a pretty good deal, pretty quick enough, and obviously able to be modded more. So. Python 6S. Cool. Yeah, the Kibblers doing stuff at Stone Mountain pretty often. I think I've seen a couple there. And Bob's, yeah, boats are cool, but it sucks when you guys swim after one. You're correct. I can honestly say, I mean, I have one, small boat. I've never had to swim after it, and I don't know that I would swim after it even. I have tried to, or I have had to wade in, maybe knee deep water, maybe to get it once, and then one other time I had to, I was able to use a fishing pole to get it. So, but definitely a very good point. So Kurt's going to try and get that 100-mile-an-hour mark with the stock electronics. Nice. That's fast. I mean, I know there's people going faster than that, but that's fast. And when I say faster, I don't mean faster with stock electronics. I just mean in general faster. But 100 mile an hour, the RC, that's moving. Hopefully you can hit that mark. That'd be cool. Ankle shattering speeds is absolutely correct. Yeah. Definitely. Sean, if I was doing 120 in my car and throw the RC out the window, would that count? Well, technically, you wouldn't even have to throw it. You could just hold it out, right? It'd be going 120. Or tie a string to it, tie it to the bumper of the car. But I don't think that's quite what they meant anyway. That would be interesting. Bob's RC said, Sean, I'll give it to you just for creativity. And that's fair. It would be an interesting video. I will say that. A video of you throwing it out the window, or even a video of you just dragging it behind your car at 120. Both would be interesting. I would watch. But I know my Traxxas Max, does roughly 50 or so miles an hour. I mean, I haven't changed the gearing on it. I know a lot of people, run them faster and whatnot. And I'm just like, you know what? That's fast enough. It's granted, it's different than a Limitless or a car that's sort of, more street worthy or whatever, but still that's, just fast. Bob's RC asked, what's the record? Assume that's the Kurt with the stock electronics. Heck, some of the local guys with I know there's a local guy. I don't know what his setup is. So, I just know he posted and he's doing like close to 150. And I'm just like, wow. Even some of the boats are doing, 80, 90 miles an hour in the water. And I'm just like, man, that's crazy. So, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I love speed. Always have, especially in a real car, preferably. But let's see here. LaCroix, he thinks, has it at 202 miles an hour. And that is absolutely just, I don't know what yeah, that's crazy. Just crazy. And it depends on which model, yeah. Let's see. Sent Sean. Oh, I had a interesting day the start of my day at work the other day, dealing with an issue with work, and I was at the gas station getting gas, and was on the phone dealing with the situation and pumping gas, and I left my wallet on top of the car and ended up driving away with the wallet on top of my car and got to my work, which wasn't far away. And that's when I realized I didn't have my wallet and had to go back and look for it. And it wasn't at the gas station. Ended up finding it on the road, but, ended up lost a couple credit cards and broke some other cards, and health insurance cards missing, and just lovely.
What's up?
Hey, Sean.
What's up? So it's gonna feel weird without a hat. Like, get a hat. Like, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright. Yeah, I just wasn't sure. I need to get a fucking hat or something. Feel weird, feel naked without a hat.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen you without one.
Feeling weird. No, I'm fine. I have one lying around this room somewhere. I know. What's everybody up to anyway? Let's see 200.
Not much here. Not much here.
I didn't normally get the chat up on the side. Have to open the YouTube too. Is it and shrink this or something like that?
You don't see the chat on the side?
No. Oh, maybe. Hang on. I'm in private chat. Let me go comments. Maybe is it? Oh, there we go. Comments.
Okay. All right.
Gurus, what's up? What's up?
Hey, Guru.
Just got home from cutting grass and smoking grass. What more can you ask for, Guru?
Sorry, you're cutting grass. I don't miss that one.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Getting ready for another raffle, John. I am,
Another raffle?
Yeah. Getting ready for another 3-truck raffle. The Phoenix is one of them.
That's a nice one.
This is going to go. And this bad boy is going to go as well.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. I like the Phoenix. Out of those three, the Phoenix would be the one I would want.
Yeah, well, this time I'm going to let whoever wins first place choose between the Phoenix and the Hummer. The Hummer the Hummer is more expensive than the Phoenix, I'd say. So it is.
Yeah. I just like the look of the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Of course, the body that
Cajun
done. Cajun did, he did just a phenomenal job on it and stuff. But it's just
I
do like the Hummer. The Hummer is cool. Don't get me wrong.
A little beat up now. The Phoenix is a little beat up now, but I will put the video out tomorrow. I'll do the same as I done the last time. I put the PayPal link at the underside of the video, and then when I hit the 100, when I hit the 100 mark, I'll just cut off the chat again, so nobody can comment after that.
Okay.
And that's how everybody will know.
Nice.
Yeah, I just have a love-hate relationship with that fucking Phoenix, so so if I don't fully love it, it's gotta go. And the fucking Hummer, I've had that Hummer for about 8 months, and I only put a battery in to test it out, and that's it. I haven't even put the wing mirrors on it. I haven't done anything to that.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah. And I've got boxes everywhere sitting around me to build. So I got to build all that shit too. And I just got, I can't believe I just got one of them, Boom Racing just released a limited edition 130.
I did see that, yes.
Truck. Yeah, I got one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I've got one 130 trucks to be made around the world.
Wow.
Right, so it's fucking awesome. Like, so I got the email. I think I got the email at like 7 o'clock on Tuesday morning, or no, Wednesday morning, I think it was. I got the email at 7 o'clock, and I think by like 7:10, I had the I had the purchase done. Like, so, like, there's 130 people got a private link
Mm-hmm.
for it. So you have I think a couple of days to say yes if you want it. Or you have up until I think they ship on the 24th, so you have up until the 24th to say to buy it, if you know what I mean. Because it's an expensive truck. It's like 1,200 and something bucks.
Yeah, I saw that. It was a little
So
pricey.
yeah, so you have to the shipping to say if you want it or not. And then if nobody wants it, then it's open to people in the public to put in like a pre-order for it or something.
Yeah.
But it's hard to see people. It's hard to see true boom racing fans not wanting it. Like, you know,
I agree with you there.
Our true scale, fucking, because that black and gold chassis, man, is fucking sick.
Yeah.
It is.
I saw it and I'm like, yeah, it's more than I want to spend. But I was like, it won't last long. The boom racing followers seem to be pretty hardcore.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it. Like, it's like, so right now, if all 130 emails that went out, if all of them accepted, then nobody else gets an opportunity to
Exactly.
to get it. Like, you know, so.
Yeah.
So it's hard to know. Do I even fucking open it? Do I build it? Bring it to USTE? Like, you know, a nice truck for USTE, I'm sure.
I agree.
I could guarantee, like, there'll probably be a few of them, but there won't be that many of them. But,
Agree with you. Agree.
yeah, because I already know one guy in Germany that's got one, so that one's heading to Germany. I'm sure there's a few of them heading overseas too, like, so, you know. What, did everybody in the chat just go quiet all of a sudden? Did I fucking scare everybody? The angry Irishman comes in and then everybody stops talking.
It's been a little slow anyway, to be honest.
Yeah, it is. But sometimes, like last night, I just did a one-on, like, I just had a one-on with my things, and I actually like it, like, you know, because it forces me to interact with the chat and interact with the people in the live, like, you know.
Okay.
Because when there's more than, like, so as I was saying in my video last night, like, when there's a crowd of people on it, and then I'm working on something, I get concentrating on working on something, and then I realize that nobody is actually keeping an eye on the chat. They're doing the chat, so a load of stuff gets missed, and it's not fair to the people in the chat that are logging in to see it, like, just get completely ignored. So that's why I want to do first Friday of every month. I'll have a panel, and then the other 3 Fridays it'll just be me wrenching. Like,
okay, that's a good plan.
Next Friday though, I gotta go away with the kiddie winkles and stuff, so I'll probably not be doing a live next Friday. Maybe, I don't know. I could do one from whatever hotel I'm in with the kids. It'll be a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Your browser has lost connection. Make sure you have the right camera selected.
Yeah, we hear you, but we don't see you now.
I know.
Brian Taft got a DR10 ready to run. Awesome, Brian. Which color body did you get, Brian?
That was totally weird. My camera just disconnected itself.
Yeah, no, I saw it. Like, your picture disappeared, but we could hear you.
That was
Brandon,
weird.
welcome.
Yeah, Brandon,
that was weird.
Welcome. Yeah, because last night, this same camera, at the start of my own live, I had to switch to my overhead camera because the thing was fucking glitching, like a matrix. And then now it just decided to turn itself fucking off. It's
We
crazy.
got the purple. I like that purple
Yeah,
color.
the purple one's nice.
Yeah. I got the green one, but the purple's cool.
You're gonna do an interior cage, Brian? That will be cool. Like do a nice pipe scaffold cage inside one of the drag car. But the problem with that is you're adding fucking weight to the drag car then, which you don't want to
Exactly.
do.
Yeah.
Like, so,
You're adding weight. And if you're, if you're just doing it for fun, I guess it doesn't really matter. But like, I could probably do that. And I mean, I'm not racing.
Unless you get two bodies and have like a show body for when it's sitting there, and then a different body for when you pull up the race.
That would be a good idea. Yep.
Yeah. But are you allowed to do that though? Are you allowed to switch bodies, or have you to race with the same?
It really, I guess it comes down to what class you're running. Like, I mean, there's DR10 classes where you got to run like stock bodies and stuff like that. But there's other classes where the body, you can run whatever body you want. So it just comes down to what class you're running. I don't really race, so like except for fun with friends, so I could technically do what I want.
I was wearing my hair like this since I don't have a hat. That'd be fucking weird with no hat. Yeah. Brian said not sure. Brandon saying hi to Queenie.
Maddie, welcome.
Welcome in, Maddie. Welcome in. So what did Chris say?
Well, I hadn't heard from him today. Yeah, Brian, there is some great deals on the DR10.
Is Horizon having a sale or something like that?
Seems like there's always some kind of a special going on with the DR10s. I feel like. Kind of look it up right now to see.
I think I got to research around me to see where there's some drag racing happening, or not drag racing, drifting. I want a drift car. I want a drift car.
Yeah, they dropped the DR10 ready to run by like $85.
Shit, that's all right, you know. That's actually all right. Got a good drift car. I think would be a bit of fun. Now, like, you know.
No, they're cool.
Yeah. And you can do them up as well. Like you do nice scale engines in them, do everything. Like, and get a Yokomo or something.
Yep.
I know at the minute there's no. I just got to do a bit more searching for where there's a drift course near me or something like. I'm gonna drift.
I want a drift car.
Yeah, that's something I've never done before. I've never drifted, so something different.
I tried it very, very, very briefly at USTE.
Yeah.
Like real briefly, and I sucked.
Yeah, that's it, because it's something you're not used to, like, so.
Yeah.
So, something different, like, I wanna try it anyway, at least. Do the Losi drag cars beat the DR10s? I think they are probably quicker, yeah. The DR10s more.
I think in stock form, I want to say in stock form that the Losi is a little quicker, stock for stock.
Yeah, because the DR10 is more like entry level, I think, isn't it?
Well, they're both entry level, but the DR10 chassis.
I think the Losi is a bit more power.
Yeah, but the DR10 chassis is an extremely proven chassis. Some of the fastest guys in RC drag racing are on DR10 chassis. So the DR10 chassis is a very, very well made chassis and has a lot of aftermarket. Not saying the Losi doesn't, I just know the DR10 definitely does, and there's some guys going extremely fast on that chassis.
Traxxas just released a Mustang body or something too, didn't they?
Oh, they might have.
Yeah, I think they just released a freaking Mustang body or something. So did it for their drag. Let me see. I got an email from Traxxas the other day. Let me see. Traxxas. New Mustang 5.0. Yeah, so you just released that. The old style Mustang. The old 5.0.
Let me hang on a second. Let me. Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah. Old Fox body.
Yeah. Yep. Which is pretty cool looking,
I'm actually surprised it's surprising that nobody's tried to do that body before now. That's a popular, car for drag racing in the real world. So,
so straight out the bat, it's available in black, green, blue, red, or clear.
Okay.
Straight off the bat, at least they're giving you a clear one as well. Yeah, because that old Mustang is pretty popular in the drag scene. Like.
Yep.
Fucking AliExpress keep torturing me, but I was about to buy a shitload of stuff on AliExpress, and then for some reason they wouldn't accept my PayPal. They just kept kicking back my PayPal, so I was like, you know what, AliExpress, go fuck yourself. So I ended up ordering from other places. I'd like to order from. Did anybody here use their PayPal for AliExpress? Maybe there's something I was doing wrong that it keeps kicking it back or something. I don't know. Swampert in the 90s, competition between Losi and Associated offer was intense. Off-road was intense.
Yeah, I just verified online a comparison between the Losi and the DR10, and stock for stock, the Losi's faster. But they say if you're gonna go all out, like upgrades and all that kind of stuff, they say the DR10 is the way to go.
Yeah, I'd say there's probably a shitload more aftermarket parts of the DR10. Because the DR10
is
sort of the first ready-to-run drag car. Right there, wasn't it?
Yep. And then you got people like, I done forgot his name, Schultz, that, he's big into the RC drag world, and he runs, drives the DR10 chassis. Of course, he, I think, works for Element or works with them or something. Or Team Associated, whichever, but like he's really quick and has made him DR10 run really well. So you got a lot of big names supporting that, which helps.
Definitely helps. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely helps.
I mean, the Slash platform is still very popular too in RC drag racing. But when you're talking ready to run kits,
Yeah, because now they brought out that drag Slash or whatever you call it, isn't it? So.
Yep.
So that's making it pretty popular, and that's what that Mustang body's for. Like. That's for that drag Slash or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's still pretty cool. Man, I had a lot of shit to clean up on this desk before I start fucking building again. So I think the next build's definitely going to be the BRXO 2.
Nice.
Build. It's been sitting here forever, like, so. I'll build that, and then I think I'll build I'll build that Mercedes truck for USTE. Hopefully the parts. I'm waiting on some more parts for that wrecker truck to come in. Hopefully they come in, and then that'll be ready for USTE. I'll try and get the Mercedes ready for USTE, and then if I get that, the LC70, the limited edition one, I'll build that for USTE too, maybe. It's hard to know, like, why you even open that fucking. Like, I don't do shelf queens. That's my problem. But it's only one of 130 in the whole fucking world. Like, it's.
Yeah, you won't see them often.
Yeah, that's it. Like, that'll be like a unicorn,
Yeah. Swamper says at this point in time, Associated has probably invested more in R&D, and yeah, I probably would agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, they've definitely. I mean, Associated themselves has come out with their own pop-ups for the DR10, so as well as other companies too, but that definitely helps.
Yeah, Matty, the Fox body does look good. It does.
Yeah.
It's looking awesome.
So the question is going to be, Sean, you get that limited edition. Does that mean you're going to get rid of your other LC70?
No chance. Well, I hope. That's sitting actually right there. I got to actually just fix it. I just got the screws for it today. So it was in the back of my car, getting beat around in the back of my car. And just, obviously, I didn't Loctite the stuff, so some of the screws come out. So I was in the trunk. I was in the trunk of my car today, on my hands and knees, going around the trunk looking for the screws. So I found them all. Like, it wasn't mainly the screws; it was more the spacers that I needed. Like the screws, I got tons of, but the right size of spacer is the fucking thing. Like, So I found them. That was the big thing. Like,
it's amazing how much. Just riding around the back of a car, how much it, jars and rattles those things, huh?
Yeah, well, I was in the car, I'd say fucking for 2.5 weeks, probably. I was lying just in the back of the car, getting swung around, like, so I forgot, like, a lot of times I would put the trucks on the roof, so they're not flying around the place, like, and I just forgot, so that one was probably on its wheels, going back, forward, left, right, every fucking left, like, The driver was probably getting motion sickness.
That's why I like when I do transport my RCs. That's why I like having actually a lot of them in the back, so I can jam them in there and they can't roll around.
That's it. Yeah, keep them all tight, like
Yeah, when you have one or two, I've had that happen. They roll back and forth. It doesn't matter which way you put them front to back. Then every time you stop and take off, they roll. Or if you put them sideways, every time you turn,
Yeah, it is. It's nuts. I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna order G-Made for the double cab Komodo. They have like cantilever links and stuff. So I'm gonna order them and make that an LCG Komodo.
Okay.
So that thing is a fucking animal right now as it is. So I think you just lower it just a little bit more, and though that thing will compete in anything. Steel yeah, totally, absolutely. So how's your camping going lately?
What's that?
How's your camping been going lately?
We haven't had any competition since the one that I did back at Memorial Day. That was the last comp we've had. So
yeah.
Yeah, sort of during the summer we slow down with competitions.
I'll get together.
Yeah, I mean we'll have one part of it's because of the heat. Exocage does a lot of Sundays. He'll have an open day where it's just like come out and do whatever, crawl or run on this track or whatnot. But competitions sort of slow down in this area here. There is a Scale Mountain, which is almost 2 hours south of me. I think they have a couple competitions here and there.
Yeah.
But the main place that I compete at, we're not doing anything during the summer, but they're starting to get ready for winter series because we'll have a warm up in September, I think, like a warm up event, and then we'll start in October, I believe. So October, November, December, January. Yeah, yeah. We'll start our winter series will start in October, so we're not that far.
It's not so bad. Yeah.
So I got some work I got to do for class 1 to be ready. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm behind a little bit in that regards, but heck, my TRX4 is still torn apart, sitting in parts on my bench.
I don't know any TRX4s anymore. That that Phoenix. That'll be the last. That'll actually be the last portal truck in my collection. I want to get I want to get another hard body too. I want to get another. I want to get an RC 4-wheel drive TS2 body or something.
Yeah.
Modified to fit the Komodo as well. The hard
Yes.
body in the Komodo.
Swampers. It's been the same for me here lately. I don't spend much time anymore on Facebook, so I'll usually see that he's doing one like this time at night, the night before, and I'm like, I've already got plans or not ready or.
Yeah. It's all Murphy's Law, like in it.
Yep. And I thought about it today, so I actually went out and looked to see if he had posted. And today's his birthday, so happy birthday, Joe, if you're out there. But so I went out and looked, and I didn't see anything. I'm like, okay, I looked today. There's not going to be anything. Next week I won't look, and there'll be something. But just the way it goes. It's all good.
Yeah. No, that just reminds me. I just fucking texted Tony there because I meant to be going to crawl with Tony in the morning, but I won't be able to go. So that was me just texting him, hey, I won't be able to. You're probably getting in that 10 o'clock night saying, that motherfucker. Dennis had the Cross RC out. Wow, not Shelf Queen in this one, is he?
Well, his nice one, the red and white one?
No, the new TX.
Oh, the new one. Okay.
That's what I mean. I have that thing, like fucking. That's what I mean by I have like builds to do because of the BRX2 to build, of this to build.
Yeah.
I've got to build that BRX02. I've got the Mercedes truck to build. I'll have that other limited edition one to build. It's like fucking shitload of stuff to do. And then I want to modify the Komodo. I want to get a hard body for it and go. And then that'll only leave me with one other Lexan body.
I still got to figure out a body for that chassis I won from you.
Yeah. The Team Raffi Defenders fit it perfect. The Team Raffi Defenders.
Yeah, haven't decided yet. I'll be honest, I thought about doing a Lexan body on it, but I don't know. I haven't put a lot of thought to it, honestly.
I wonder what red that is Dennis shooting his, because what I was saying is I was thinking of doing mine like a candy apple red or something.
Yeah, that's a nice color.
Yeah, the white. I don't know. I was thinking maybe painting because it comes with a black grill and everything, but I was thinking of changing the grill and spraying it silver or something too. Because we're different. I'm sure everybody probably kept their grills black.
Yeah.
When they're Cross RCs. I'm still thinking about an RC 4-wheel drive Blazer. Well, don't think about it, Swampers. Just do it. Yeah, just do it. You can do it.
Let's see here.
That's it. If you think about it, you won't do it. Just pull the trigger and then regret it. You know.
There you go.
It's the best way. Just buy it and then be like, "Oh, motherfucker, what did I do that for?"
Ooh. I'm looking at bodies right now.
You gotta screw the body actually onto this fucking Hummer too. That Hummer is pretty fucking cool. It's pretty cool as well. Like,
The wheelbase on that chassis I got from you, is it 313?
no, it's longer.
It's longer.
Yeah, it's longer. It's longer. I can tell you in a minute what it is. Let me see. Fuck, I keep putting the wrong password into my own phone. Like, what's it?
Hey, Tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at some hard bodies right now, or bodies in general. So.
You could shorten it. You could shorten it up, if you know what I mean.
Might have to take some measurements. Let's see. I found one I sort of like, but it's I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna get ready and close out here.
Yeah, just give me a second. It is. Oh, the fuck is it?
I definitely got to do some looking. I got to figure out a body for that.
Yeah. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you the wheelbase in a minute. Now.
Yeah, Tank, I do have a link, but yeah, I was getting ready to close out here in a sec. No. I need to Tank. I gotta get on one of your Thursday nights.
Let me see.
Thanks for stopping in, Tank. I appreciate it.
So the wheelbase is 334.
334. I'm gonna write that down. Right. See what I can find out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, guys out there in the chat, I appreciate everybody that's hung out and chatted with us, and we will be back next Saturday, 9 p.m.
Yeah.
I might have somebody else on with us next Saturday too. So, and I also reached out to Gabe tonight about starting to work on some questions for another
Like a
trivia night.
Trivia night. That'll be cool.
Yeah, I think we need to do one of those. It's definitely been a while, so I've asked him to work on some questions.
Yeah.
But and Brian, I still have, they're sitting next to me on the floor. I still have what you sent me for giveaway for trivia night. So I hadn't forgot about that.
Awesome. Yeah, the trivia nights were fun.
Yeah. I've enjoyed the trivia nights personally. So it seems like a lot of people do. So it's definitely time for one. I've had a couple people reach out asking about them. So
yeah. It looks like I'm gonna have to order. It looks like I'm gonna have to order more fucking interiors and all that for another fucking for an LC70. Like that thing's $1,200. Doesn't even come with interior or anything.
wow.
No interior. You gotta get the wind up windows separately. You gotta get the hood functions separately too. So Fucking an expensive
Yep.
rig, but be worth it to have one of them, I think. So.
You know what you need in that chassis is you need that which I have one, the that Reef's Operation 11 Charlie servo in it. The gold and black.
The Raw 500,
Yeah.
the gold and black one. That could actually be a cool servo for it, because that is gold and black, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, because even I think the little micro servo they give you, because they always send you the micro shift servo.
Yep.
I think it's even gold and black, I think.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. I never thought of it. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, go with that theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That's black and gold, like so.
Yep.
See, John, now you have me thinking.
BBY, hey man, Brian, thanks for listening. Swampers, yeah, you can join the panel anytime you want to get on. Most Saturdays are typically open panels, so you're more than welcome. If you want to get on next Saturday, we can plan for it. Not a problem. But yeah, that would be definitely be sweet in that chassis.
Yeah, I never even thought about that. I must Google them and see where I can get one now.
Yeah.
I don't have one, so I'm gonna see. Reach out to Sharif, see if he has any left. So maybe.
Let me know if you find one. I mean, I have one that obviously I haven't used at this point.
Yeah.
That I won from the Operation 11 Charlie raffle, and I was gonna put it in my BRX-01 build. I mean, the reality is I don't really need one that strong in it. I was just gonna put it in there. But I like the idea of, I mean, that one being in that special chassis that you won. That would be pretty cool in my opinion. Not one, but that you're buying, but that would be, it'd go well with that theme.
That's it. I never even saw that. The guy that fucking. Maybe I'll reach out to Sharif, see what he can do for me.
Yeah.
See if he can still get me one, or I'm sure there's some hobby shops that still have them, like so.
Could be, definitely.
Where like if I reach out, so.
Yep. For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys in the chat, appreciate it. We'll be back next Saturday, and definitely try to get a trivia night here in on the month or so set up. Make sure we'll schedule that in advance so everybody is well aware. And thanks for hanging out with us. And I'll let Sean, say his goodbyes, and then we're gonna close out.
Everybody, thanks for taking the time to stop in and just chill out with us and say hi and all of that stuff. And every Saturday night, try and stop by if you can. I know even last night on my own chat, I was wearing the RC Conference Live shirt last night. Even
Nice.
Doing some promoting, when I can get the chance to. So, guys, just thanks very much for showing your support.
Definitely. But we'll see y'all next Saturday, and don't forget the other live streams, which I know most of the guys that follow us tend to watch the others, but Kurt's on Sunday, and Operation 11 Charlie on Monday, and Tank on Thursday night, and I think he's back with Tamaya Tuesdays, I believe now. So, but everybody have a good night. We'll see y'all next week.